Good morning, my dear friends. I am Rehan Mukherjee. I am going to school. I am eating my breakfast. I will show you. Look, my dear friends, this is my breakfast complex and I am showing some picture. Look. Look, this is my place. Nature. Oh yeah. Look, this is my lunch. Breakfast complex. I am eating complex daily. I will meet after eating. I will show you. This is empty, and I am going to school. तो look, my dear friends. I am Rehan Mukherjee. I am come back from school and I am going to taking some dinner, eating my food, taking bath, and I will made in my lunch. I am done my study and come back from school. Okay, I will meet in my lunch. Okay. Good afternoon, my dear friends. I am Rehan Mukherjee. I am going to eating my lunch. I am showing some nature. Look, this is my nature. I am come back from school. Look. Look, this is my record room. Look, this is my God. Hello, this is my lunch. This is my afternoon lunch. I will meet after eating. I will show you. This is empty and I am going to study. Look, my dear friends, I am complete my lunch and I am going to taking some rest. I will meet in my study. Okay, I will meet in my teacher and study. I will show you my study. Okay, I am eat my lunch. Look, my dear friends, I am Rehan Mukherjee. I am showing some nature. Look, this is my nature. Look, this is my nature. And I am going to do my study and my teacher is come in my house. I will show you. I am going to mention it. Look, this is my stairs. Look, this is my outside area. Look, my dear friends, this is my imaginary. Look, this is my teacher. And look, this is my teacher. And look, this is my study. And I will meet after doing my study. I will meet after doing my study. I will show you my reading chapters and writing handwriting. After doing, okay, I will show you my reading chapters and writing handwriting. Okay, friends. Okay. Look, my dear birds, I am complete my study. Look, this is my reading. 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 And look, this is my handwriting. Look. Uh, okay, I've completed my study. Okay. Look, my dear friends, I'm Rehan Mukherjee. I'm complete my study, and my teacher is going his house, and I'm going to take my live class, yoga live class with my mother. I will meet in my yoga live class and Bengali study. Good evening, my dear friends. I'm Rehan Mukherjee. I'm going to do my yoga class with my mother. And I'm going to Machanai. Look, this is my Machanai. Look, this is my mother, and I'm going to doing my live class.
আর আমাকে জল এনে দিত খাবো
বাংলা পড়বো কেন? Look, I'm saying my Bangla, and I will make after doing my Bangla. I will show you my Bengali writing, and I will show you my Bengali writing. I will make after doing Bengali. I will show you. Look, my dear parents, I'm complete my Bengali class. Look, this is calendar behind. Look, this is my Bengali writing. Pa ka pa, pa se pi pa di ga pi pa se pu pa di ga pu pa di pi pa ka pe pa ko pa o ka pu pa o po. Pa ka pa se pi pa di ga pi pa se pu pa di ga pu pa di pi pa ka pe pa. Okay, look, this is my writing. Okay, friends, I'm going to doing my yoga live class. I will meet after doing my live class. I will show you after met live class. Okay. Look, my dear friends, I'm complete my yoga class, and I'm going to eating my dinner. I'm saying nature, and I will show you my dinner. I'm showing some nature in my video. Okay. Look, this is my nature. 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 And look, this is my mother. Okay. I will show you my nature with my dinner. Okay. Look, my dear friends, this is my dinner. I am eating roti and chicken. I am staying up my roof. Look, this is my nature. Look, this is my nature. Look, this is my nature. So I've done my nature. And look, this is my dinner. I'm eating roti and chicken, and I will meet tomorrow. Okay, good night. Tata, bye bye.